I think furthermore, as you talk about this whole wealth transfer, it's a big deal right now in the marketplace. And so how are you bridging the conversations down to that next generation, given that with some of your clients, these might be very young children at this point in time, right? But you have to take that holistic approach from the beginning, that this is about serving the entire family. Bring both voices, all the voices possible to every conversation, and give them a voice. Make sure you're engaging them in the conversation, and that they feel like, everybody feels like you're their advisor, not just serving one person.
Right. I see often you've got a matriarch or a patriarch in a family, and you kind of have that I don't know, custodian of the trust or the wealth, and at some point that wealth does get passed down.
Yeah.
And I think that there's the value of working in that end, and I think this speaks a little bit to compensation model as far as what I'm being paid to do.
Yeah.
Is if I'm being paid to manage those dollars, then I don't have an incentive to engage the rest of the family, right? Because I want to engage the key holder of those dollars. And if I'm short-sighted, I don't think holistically.
Yeah. Well, I think you're right. You look at serving who you think is the decision maker on what you're doing today, but the reality is, as I just said, statistically, if that is the husband, that wife is very highly likely going to outlive them. And if they're older and you're dealing with older clients, that money at some point in time is going to pass down, God forbid through an early death or something of that nature. But the reality is, like, I look at that as almost like the definition of insanity. And when you're building a business based upon who you have a relationship today, only to know that at some point in time that there's a high likelihood that those assets are going to leave your business. So I don't know why anybody would build a business that way without engaging the whole family and ensuring that you have a high likelihood they're going to move with you through generations or through relationships.